I've been suffering from anxiety recently. Do you have anxiety people here? Yeah, thank you for coming out. I know it took a lot. I've been suffering from anxiety and it sucks because I've tried everything. I've tried magic mushrooms. That's all I tried. I tried magic mushrooms. But I didn't just try it, I tried it many times in various forms. Dried, wet, milk, I don't know. It can come in so many forms now. And I tried them all and everyone told me it was gonna heal me. But apparently all those people were idiots. And here's the problem. I only do mushrooms with my friends who are dumb. If you're gonna try to use mushrooms therapeutically, you have to have either smart or rich friends. You must. Because if you have smart or rich friends, you're gonna plan the trip, and then you're gonna end up in a 16-bedroom cottage in Muskoka. And that's great for your mental health. Do you know where my dumb, poor friends do mushrooms? 2 blocks away from wherever they bought mushrooms. That's the amount of thought that goes into it. It's like they're trying to make it horrible. It's like my friends had a pair of dice, right? And on one die, they had a psychedelic. And on the other die, they had a place you should never do psychedelics. And every weekend, they just roll that shit. And they go, all right, MDMA Loblaws, let's do it. And my friends are so ready to go. They're like, yeah, I don't care, my next shift is in a month. I'm like, where do you work? How do you make your money? I go, why should we do this? They go, Dave, don't overthink it. I go, one thought is overthinking it. That's what we're doing? That's it, when you have smart and or rich friends who do mushrooms and see God. Me and my friends, no. We see a matinee at Cineplex. That's what we do. And that's what happened last time I did mushrooms. I did 6 grams of mushrooms with my friends, and we watched Avatar 2. Woo! What a great film. It was 3 hours long. We were in there for 6. We were covered in popcorn. Nobody bought popcorn. I don't even know where it came from. I don't remember a single frame of this movie, because I just remember looking behind me the whole time. Watching a guy eat a hot dog in the dark, that freaked me out. I was like, why is he eating meat in the dark? Who's he hiding this from? We should get some help in here. That's why that didn't help with my anxiety. If anything, it made it worse. Which is why I decided to go to therapy. Ugh. Any therapy people in here? Anybody go to therapy? Yeah, of course kind guys. Of course it's kind guys. I knew it. I can tell your energy. Exactly, because you have that energy of like, yes, I do have problems, but now I've learned to love myself despite not solving any of them. So hello. And that's the vibe that I want. I want to get that. This is the first time I've ever gone to therapy. Closest I've ever gone to therapy before this, I went to a physiotherapist and shared way too much information. They don't like that. They won't kick you out, but they just won't appreciate it. The guy was like, how long can you hold your leg in this position? I was like, maybe a long time. But I'm so afraid of commitment, you know? It's like, all right, moving on. So now I've been going to therapy, which is great. It's nice to find out what my problems are, what my actual problems are, because people try to point out my problems all the time. And I don't even think these problems are problems. Like, people call me a people pleaser. Any people pleasers here? Yeah. Good people. Don't let them bring you down. Yeah, we're pleasing people. You're welcome. I thought that's what we're supposed to do in society. I please somebody, they go, you gotta work on yourself. I'm like, I thought I was being nice. They're like, normally you would be, but you're doing it actually because you're a scared little bitch. That's why you're doing it. So you actually need to kind of do the work I've gone through. I'm like, wow, thank God we're both not people pleasers, or else we'd both be pleased right now. Thankfully, you're a people harmer, I guess. Thanks. Thanks, pal. You've obviously done the work on yourself. Another problem people accuse me of having is calling me a serial monogamist. Yeah, I like love. Sorry. And here's the thing, I like love, but also, here's the reason I am in relationships all the time, but it's just because I like relationship activities. I like activities that you can't do if you're single. Like, I've been single for a couple of years now, and I think it's been 3 years since I've been to a pumpkin patch. And I don't think you understand how much I miss these fucking places. Do you understand? Picture Coachella, but it's pumpkins, okay? It's unbelievable. You can't see that anywhere else. You can get an apple cider for $18. And it's 4,000 calories. You can't get that flavor anywhere else. I'd go, but they won't let you go if you're single. I've tried. They will only assume malicious intent on you. You walk in, they're like, all right, you're not gonna be weird, are you? You're not gonna put panties on the big pumpkin or something. The only way to get it, you have to sidle up next to a family where the dad isn't present. You know, it's the only way. And kind of slide in. So I thought maybe those would be the problems that I talked about in therapy. But when I went to therapy, it turned out my problems are way dumber. They really are. Because I thought it would be like psychological problems like that. I went to go see the therapist. Within 10 minutes of the first session, he's like, hey, question, when was the last time you drank water? And I was like, 8 months ago. And he's like, all right, have a sip. Come back next week. We'll see how that works. I had a sip of water, solved 98% of my problems. I felt like a dick. I was like, what happened to relationship? I thought it was a relationship. Here's the thing too, but I also have other problems too. Like, here's one thing that I miss about relationships too. This might be toxic, but let me know how you feel. I miss fights. Anybody here miss fight? Anyone here like to fight in a relationship? Come on, just me? I've never felt more alive than when I've been fighting with someone that I love. Come on, because I can't fight with anyone when I'm a single guy, you know? Who am I gonna fight with? My guy friend? I called him up, hey man, what you said upset me. And they're like, wow, sorry, I didn't know you were a beta male. Oh my God. Wow, I lost that fight in 6 seconds. I didn't get what I wanted out of that. That's why I like relationship fights, where you don't just fight, you go nice places to fight. I miss relationship. You go on vacation to fight. I miss that. Hey, let's go to Paris and fight. That sounds great. Let's go to a music festival and fight. Yeah, woo, we're not gonna see a single group. Let's do it. Let's go to an amusement park and fight. That sounds fun. Woo, adrenaline. Does anyone ever fight in an amusement park? You haven't been to an amusement park, okay? I don't know, you haven't felt adrenaline until you tried to give someone silent treatment on the behemoth. This shit is unbelievable. Do you understand the core strength it takes to be passive aggressive, going 1,000 kilometers an hour on a 90-degree descent? And we did it, and everyone else on the ride thought we were on drugs. Because everyone else in their carts, they're like, woo! Me and her were just looking out each side of the cart, silently. Like we're in a music video, looking out of a bus window. Anywhere but here. I'm so upset. I think I'm winning. I look at her hair's not even moving somehow. I'm like, holy fuck. She is mad. I don't think I'm gonna win this. Finally, the ride comes to an end, and this is the way my ex always used to try to win. She would just leave the area quicker than I could. I don't know why you win, but you do. The ride came to a stop. Our harnesses weren't even off yet. She like anaconda'd her way out of this thing, leapt off the track like Terminator, and just beelined it to funnel cake. I'm like, I'm still trapped. I have to get my hat. I feel like an asshole. I'm losing. I won that fight. Do you know how I did it though? I bought the picture of us for $85. Gave it to her for Christmas. I was like, remember when you made me feel that way? You remember? But no, apparently that's not my problem. Apparently my problem is I'm dehydrated. Isn't that crazy? But it does make sense. It makes sense that being dehydrated gave me anxiety. Because I'm putting my body into emergency scenarios every day, and my body doesn't know I'm doing it for fun. When I'm dehydrated, my body thinks I'm in an emergency with no access to water. Not that I have all of the water, and I'm just deciding not to, because I'm watching Jersey Shore, you know? Every time I'm dehydrated, my body thinks the best of me. My body's going, oh my God, Dave, you must be in a desert or something. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna retain all the water possible so you can survive. Meanwhile, I'm just like, I feel fat. What's happening? Why am I bloated? Do I go get water? No. I start smoking a joint, you know? My body's like, all right, you're in a smoky, fiery desert somehow. I don't know how this happened. But I'm going to try to help you. I'm going to conjure up some phlegm for you to cough up to get rid of all the toxins. I'm holding in the cough to get higher. My body's like, please cough to save us, please. Do I cough? Do I drink water? No, start touching myself. My body's like, weird time to have sex, Dave. I don't know what happened. You're in a fiery desert, somehow you fell in love? What's happening? Now that's a serial monogamist if I've ever seen one, okay? And guys, I've been Dave Luca. Thank you very much for having me.